He spent an entire concert trying not to be seen. A cap pulled low, a mask over half his face, a plain tour t-shirt instead of anything carrying his own name. Xiao Zhan picked a seat in the center control section of Stefanie Sun's After Sunset concert in April 2025 and did everything short of hiding to stay anonymous in that crowd. Then Stefanie Sun said his name from the stage anyway, and thanked him in front of everyone. The disguise had worked on the room. It hadn't worked on the singer. That single detail, an artist choosing to wear another artist's own merchandise instead of anything tied to himself, turned out to be the start of a pattern, not a one-off. On August 22, 2026, at Na Ying's I'm Here Because You're Here concert in Beijing, the same choice showed up again, except this time there was no hiding involved at all. Here's the fast version of what happened that night. Xiao Zhan was announced as the single surprise guest of the Beijing stop. He came out in formal performance attire, sang a duet with Na Ying, then performed a second song solo. That much made headlines on its own. A surprise guest appearance is easy to report, easy to clip, easy to move on from. What most coverage skipped past is what happened after he left the stage. He changed out of the formal outfit and put on Na Ying's own tour merchandise, the same category of clothing regular fans wear, and spent the rest of the night watching the show from that identity instead of his own. 2 concerts. 2 different singers. 2 completely different levels of visibility, one where he was actively trying to disappear, one where he had just been the featured moment of the evening. And in both cases, the wardrobe choice pointed the same direction, toward the artist on stage, not toward himself. That's worth sitting with, because it isn't the obvious move. When a public figure attends another performer's concert, there's usually some commercial logic sitting underneath it somewhere, cross-promotion, a brand tie-in, at minimum a photo that circulates and reflects well on both names involved. Wearing your own merchandise, or nothing branded at all, keeps that option open. Wearing the host artist's merchandise closes it. It's a small clothing decision, but it removes the appearance from the marketing category almost entirely and puts it somewhere closer to a personal gesture, support offered as a fan, not visibility claimed as a peer. Online reaction split, roughly, into 2 camps. One side read it as exactly that, a level of restraint that felt deliberate, with commenters describing it as respect that ran deep, and pointing to the contrast between the polished performer on stage and the anonymous audience member of it as the kind of detail that doesn't need to be staged to land. The other, more measured take was a fair pushback. 2 documented incidents aren't enough evidence to build a personality profile on, and reading a wardrobe choice as proof of character risks putting more weight on a moment than it can actually hold. Both reactions are reasonable. The pattern itself is real. What it means about Xiao Zhan as a person is a separate, much harder question, and the available evidence doesn't settle that one. What the evidence does support is something narrower, and honestly more interesting. This wasn't a spontaneous choice made once. It happened at 2 different concerts, over a year apart, involving 2 different artists, and it happened the same way both times. Disappear into the host's merchandise while attending as audience, then return to the host's merchandise even after being pulled on stage to perform. That consistency is the actual story here, more than either individual night on its own. And that consistency is exactly what turned a fan-noticed detail into a company-released talking point. 2 days after the Na Ying concert, on August 24, Xiao Zhan's management released a behind-the-scenes vlog of the night, captioned with a question that translates roughly to asking how a timeline gets established, what the reference point actually is. That's an unusual thing for an agency to publish. Vlogs built around a single concert appearance typically frame the moment itself as the entire content. This one framed the moment as evidence of something longer, something that predated the concert by years. According to the vlog's own framing, that longer story goes back 7 years. Xiao Zhan and Na Ying first worked together in 2019 on the variety show, Our Song, where they were paired through a blind audition format. In 2020, during a period when Xiao Zhan's career was under significant public pressure, Na Ying publicly voiced her support and folded his backing vocals into her own Spring Blossoms vlog, a modest gesture, made at a moment when public gestures toward him carried real risk for whoever made them. In 2025, at a separate concert, Na Ying reportedly asked him in passing whether he would come to one of her own shows. Per the vlog's account, he remembered that question for a full year, and after finishing a filming commitment in 2026, flew back to Beijing overnight specifically to rehearse in time to keep it. His own quoted line afterward was simple: "A promise made has to be kept." Laid out in that order, the August 22nd concert stops looking like a single surprise guest news item and starts looking like the latest entry in an already long-running relationship, one where the roles keep shifting. In 2020, he was an uncredited harmony voice tucked into someone else's project during his hardest professional stretch. In 2026, he was the one solo voice on stage in front of thousands, at a concert he had specifically restructured his own schedule to attend. The costume detail threads through both ends of that timeline. Whether he was a background vocalist in 2020 or the headline surprise in 2026, the wardrobe told the same story each time: this is support being offered, not a spotlight being claimed. The vlog's timeline framing didn't stop at the music. It also traced Xiao Zhan's acting resume across the same 7 years, from an uncredited background role in Monster Hunt 2 in 2018 to a lead role in The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Great Hero, in 2025, with a further award recognition tied to a separate historical drama role along the way. On its own, a career highlights reel is standard promotional material. Most agencies keep one on hand. What makes it worth mentioning here is that the vlog didn't present the acting credits and the Na Ying relationship as two separate stories running in parallel. It folded them into the same 7-year arc, using the concert as the moment where both threads, professional growth and a long-running personal friendship, visibly intersected. That's a specific editorial choice, not an incidental one, and it's part of why a single concert appearance ended up being framed as a timeline rather than as a night out. It's worth noting, too, that this fits a broader shift in how some C-ent management teams are choosing to tell these stories, releasing polished, first-party vlog content rather than waiting for fan cams and paparazzi angles to define the narrative. That's not a claim about the whole industry, it's one visible example of a company controlling the framing of a moment rather than reacting to how outside coverage framed it first. Whether that reflects a deliberate long-term strategy or simply a single good editorial call by one team isn't something this footage alone can answer. That reframing is where that timeline caption actually earns its meaning. It isn't really asking viewers when things happened. It's asking them to notice that a string of small, individually unremarkable moments, a harmony vocal here, a passing question there, a change of clothes backstage twice over, only becomes legible as a relationship once it's lined up in order. Individually, none of those moments would have been worth an agency's marketing attention on its own. Compiled deliberately into one release, 2 days after the concert, they became exactly that. None of this proves anything about who Xiao Zhan is off-camera, and it shouldn't be read that way. What the record does show, consistently, across 2 concerts and 7 years, is a set of choices about clothing, about keeping a casual promise, about which vocal credit to take and which to quietly let go of, that a management team ultimately decided was worth compiling into a public timeline. Whether that timeline is being offered as a genuinely personal relationship worth documenting, or as a low-risk, high-goodwill piece of narrative content, is a judgment call the available evidence doesn't fully settle. What it does settle is that the wardrobe was never the whole story. It was the detail that made people start asking what the whole story actually was. If you're the kind of viewer who wants entertainment coverage that looks past the headline for the pattern underneath it, that's what Rabbit News Hallyu does every week. Subscribe if analysis over updates is more your speed.